Good morning. I hope everybody had a great evening. Drizzly and cool right here. We built a fire last night and enjoyed it. A couple more evenings like that probably before the year wood burning is over. Start with our disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, results may have over or undercompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Well, equities exploded yesterday in the U.S. Around the globe, every equity market in the world is up. Asia was up 4.5% collectively. Europe was up 5.5% collectively. I think the Dow, read someplace, was up 670 points yesterday. So we have this tremendous volatility in indexes as the mood swings from long to short, and as the players pile in, and that's wonderful opportunities for us. I think what's remarkable about all the huge swings in equities is that how quiet the treasury market's been, and a lot of that's the auction. So yesterday the 2-year auction was declared mediocre. That can lead to a good 5-year, we'll see. Normally the 2-year would be up, the 5-year would be down, and the 7-year would be up, but we don't know exactly how to play that. So I think we're looking at a trading range right here with a down bias because it is the 5-year, and we'll see if that actually materializes. We have some news today that can impact the trading. Case-Shiller won't. Real estate prices up 0.7%. That's a pretty healthy bounce. Consumer confidence, the big number, forecast at 131. And given the pullback in the stock market right here, that number could actually come in a little lower than forecast. And Richmond Fed at 22. Then the 5-year auction. So Emini will be observed. They'll look at it over their left shoulder. If the Emini continues to rally today with strength, it'll dampen the enthusiasm in treasuries, but it won't break them. So here we find ourselves lower highs in a B. So I like the short side first. I think there's one short here. So 15 to 19, sell 1. 23, 27, sell 2. And on the buy side, we have this London low over here at 7. So I'm looking for pretty good support down here at 8. So on a stretch, 5 to 9, buy 1. And it actually might take 12s to get in. I don't know. We'll just have to see how the auction is being played. And then 29 to 01 for buy 2. Thank you, Jeff. It's coming around. My wife was diagnosed as almost pneumonia. I came out with bronchitis, whatever that is, but leaning towards pneumonia. So the doctor gave us some stuff to address those issues, and hopefully it'll work. But feeling a little bit better each day. But boy, that stuff was really bad news. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I don't think I had the flu. I think I was a cut below the flu. I'd hate to. I don't want to know what the flu feels like. So anyway, on the 30-year, 20 to 24, number 1. 27.31, sell 1. Our 31 fade looks pretty good this morning if we can actually get it. 3 to 7, sell 2. Stock market sells today, this morning, doesn't take off and rally and blow through 2680. Then I think the treasuries can trade up a little bit quicker than anticipated. So is 8 to 12 support, or is 12 to 16 support? I'll put the first little band of support at 12 to 16, so we'll try for a 5 to 9 buy 1. And we'll make it 29 to 01 for buy 2. Well, the one good thing that's come out of all this is that I've lost 12 pounds, and some of it will stick when I recover. And I was looking to take a few pounds off before summer anyway, so that's positive. Okay, gold, 1355 held, and the selling started before London open, and you can just see it right there. So we had that little rally up. Frankfurt, Paris took us up. They did what they're supposed to do. They got stops above yesterday's highs. Everybody is happy. Oh, just looking at the market right here, this 44 is the first little band of support, so we'll make 43.45 buy 1, 39.41 buy 2. No trade wars, no need to worry about the markets collapsing, no reason to own gold. 48 to 50 sell 1, 53.55 sell 2. Euro is off overnight. And again, at 25.50 is where we pointed to yesterday. We had a 45.55 sell, and the high came in London. And here we are headed lower. So just coming back and just looking at this is 24.50, probably a reasonable support. And then our 24.25. So obviously 125 is a pretty round number for the buck. So we'll make 75.85 sell 1, 25.10 sell 2. We'll make 40 to 50 buy 1, and then 15 to 25 buy 2. Okay, crude oil. More and more articles out there being written about perhaps, and the articles are all couched with perhaps. We're moving into a $60 to $70 trading range right now. The world economic growth will absorb supply. OPEC looks like they're in control or on top of their production, so it's just down to U.S. domestic production increasing each month, and they can't do it quickly in the United States. It takes a bit to add 100,000 barrels per day to our capacity, so it's not like in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, or other places where you can just go flip a switch and get it, or a valve in that case, get it done. So for reasons that don't have a tangible piece of news to point to, like war, etc., or a new OPEC deal, volume is moving higher in each of these distributions. We have a B in an up market. That means profit taking. If it had been new selling, we would have had a trend day down yesterday. So this market's still pointed higher, and you can just see the volume moving up to each of these distributions. So 66 and a quarter is going to be the first little area where we might find resistance, in 66.50, 66.75 for sell 2. A trading target has been put out there in these articles of $70 a barrel. The market knows that number's there, and if you're a producer, that sounds pretty good to you. If you're a speculator and everything looks pointed higher and you're going for 70, that sounds pretty good too. So there's not much in the way of resistance up overhead right here. Okay, on the buy side, 65.50, 65 and a quarter, buy 1. We do have a B, and 66 is holding, so we can give it a little bit of room. And that's a play for stops below 50, and then 64.75, 65 even for buy 2. And to the Emini. Okay, again, big picture stuff. Let's just stop and take count right here. 2,800, 2,600 right here. 2,700 would be 50% retracement. And you'd expect some sort of a relief rally after that kind of selling up there. So I'm thinking that the market is looking for stops above 2,700 this morning, and we'll see if that actually happens. But you can see that we're in the trading range, and the market has got a seller above 2,800 right now, and we definitely got a buyer below 2,600. We moved into a trading range. That correction right there, look, took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Took 11 days, and then we had a couple of days of chop and then up and out. So things happen quickly in the futures market. My point is that you cannot trade futures without taking protection. No matter how good your idea is, your timing's off just a little bit, it can cost you thousands of dollars. It can cost you the account. And so we haven't talked about it in a long time. You want to dodge that trade that has your name on it, the one that ends your trading career. So right here the issue is, can we get up to 2,700 or not? So we've got a little dent at 2,705. We've got a bulge at 2,690. Going to be easier to get to 2,690 than it is going to be 2,705, but 2,700 would be 50% retracement. And right now the AM article is talking about the Dow opening up 100 points above yesterday's close. So like it or not, resistance is at 80, so 79 to 84 is sell 1. Want to get long to see if we can take that out. 89 to 94 is sell 2. On the buy side, got 59, 64, 67. We're at 71 right now. I'm going to put 66 to 71 as buy one. It's pretty aggressive. And would like to get it done, in this area right here if we could. But I don't know if we can get it down there. They always make you pay up to get long early in the session. And so 56 to 61 would be buy two. It's all fine and good that I want to buy 66s or better, but you got to get something on to ring the bell. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. Back with you as soon as possible.